St. Louis University is a premier research university and works to find answers to problems locally and across the globe. Here to share more is Vice President for Research at St. Louis University, Ken Olliff. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
So let's get started on this, right? SLU is a long-time established university here in St. Louis, known, recognized across the country, even globally. But you are on a mission, a specific mission over the next few years to do what?
So our goal is to build SLU into the world's leading Jesuit research university. We are celebrating our 200-year anniversary, starting this fall and through next year. And part of President Fred Postello's vision for SLU, he's been at the university for 3 years now, is to really supercharge our research enterprise with the goal of becoming a preeminent research university.
Okay, so when people hear universities and colleges focusing on teaching, let's say, and then the other hand, research, when you talk about doubling the research enterprise, what does that mean? What does that really mean? So
SLU has been, as I said, we are a 200-year-old institution. We've provided a fantastic educational experience for students, and we've done fantastic research, and we're proud of what we've accomplished. But our goal is to grow the scale and eminence of SLU as a research university. It's been mentioned to me by multiple people as I've been getting to know the civic community that St. Louis needs 2 great research universities. And so we're setting a goal of doubling the size of the research enterprise at SLU from $50 million to $100 million. Building a set of strategic research priority areas, things that SLU can be exceptionally good at, and really expanding our impact in the St. Louis region, so really being a great partner. I think our first step is to be a preeminent regional university, and that's where we're going over the next 5 years. So, I mean, a lot of this obviously rests on your shoulders and your team. So, I mean, how do you go about this? I know you have a very intricate and detailed plan, probably that month by month, week by week, into years. But how do you just, in general terms, how can we in the community support this or be a part of this or know, in addition to obviously knowing about it? Well, it's interesting that you say it's on my shoulders. It's actually, it is and it's not. I do have a wonderful team and I'm very grateful for the people, but it's actually the faculty at St. Louis University. So as the Chief Research Officer for the university, my job is really to enable them to accomplish their ambitions. And so creating the conditions and the support and really encouraging them and making sure we're removing obstacles and opening up opportunities for them is really the main focus of the work.
No, that's a good point, a valid point. No, it is. That's good. That's a good point, yeah.
Absolutely. But I also love your question about what can the St. Louis region do. I think this is tremendously important for St. Louis. You know, St. Louis, I'm a newcomer. I came here from Chicago a year ago, and St. Louis is really taking off. I mean, there's a tremendous momentum and buzz in the region, and I really want SLU to take advantage of that and then also contribute to it. And I think that, and then all of the building blocks are there. You know, we're training fantastic students who are going out and become leaders in industry in St. Louis. We're contributing research discoveries, but I think we can do even more. I think that SLU, I'm not sure if it's Jesuit humility, but SLU's kind of a place that has hit its light under a bushel to a certain extent, and I think that we're going to become much more public-facing, and we really want to engage and collaborate with industry in the region, with our fellow research institutions, and working with nonprofit organizations, community organizations to take on some of the challenges that the region faces.
Well, I want to get into more of how you're going to go about that and talk about those collaborations and what you foresee as kind of the next steps. But it's probably not the best question to ask you right before we have to go to break. So we've got some information there for you and on the screen. If you're interested to learn more about SLU Research, head over to their website. It's just slu.edu/research. And again, already a very well-known research university, but taking on the next step, next level. But we're going to have more when we return, so please stay with us on STL Live.